ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। 188. प्रमाभासत्वमेतेन वाक्येनास्य निवारितम्। मा त्वं सम्भाव्यते तस्य पदनीयत्ववाक्यतः। If Atma is known, everything else is known. This is what was told, and this is justified by the earlier phrase of Shruti. Atrahi sarve eki bhavanti. In Atma, entire creation merges at the time of dissolution. Means Atma is the cause for entire creation. Effect merges in the cause, so therefore when you know the cause, entire effect is as good as known, so it justifies. Also, maybe everything is Atma is everything, and if you know Atma, everything else is known, but what is the point in gaining that knowledge? Some prayojana must be there, some utility must be there, some purpose has to be served. So therefore now he says the forthcoming Vakya justifies its padaniyatva, padaniyatvam. As padaniyatva Vakyataha means the forthcoming Vakya is tadetat padaniyam asya sarvasya yadayam atma. The very basis of everything called Atma is padaniyam, padaniyam, prapaniyam, should be gained, should be accomplished. This is what, of course, this Shruti statement will be explained by the author himself. So this Vakya statement that is going to come right now also shows sambhavyate means is possible. What is possible? For this knowledge, what by Atma Jnana else is known, for that statement pramatvam, the status of being a valid knowledge and not false knowledge or just appearance like knowledge, it is a valid knowledge, is justified by Padaniya Vakya. So what is that Padaniya Vakya? The Shruti Vakya we have seen, Tadetat Padaniyam Asya Sarvasedayam Atma, 147 Mrudarnaka. So first in 189, its Anvaya is given. That is the actual order in which that statement has to be taken. Then in 190, what is the meaning also is told. In 190, the meaning is told, and that is and thereby you can come to know the fitness of this. By Atma Jnana, everything else is known. Yogyata, Sambhavyate is told there. Sambhavyate means what? Is possible. Is possible means the possibility of Prama, valid knowledge being there for this Atma Jnana by which everything else is known, is justified by this statement. We'll see now. First, Anvaya here. Anvaya of this, Tadetat Padaniyam Asya Sarvasya Yadayam Atma. 189 explains. Asya Sarvasya Jagata Atmeti Yadudiritam. Tadetat padaniyam syaditi vakyasya yojana. Anvaya. Asya sarvasya jagataha yad atma iti udiritam. Yad atma iti udiritam. Tadetat padaniyam syad. Tadetat padaniyam syad. iti vakyasya yojana. Vakyasya yojana. Asya sarvasya jagataha yad atma iti udiritam. Udiritam was said. Where was it said? In Shruti itself. Which Shruti? The same Brihadaranyaka Shruti, which is 147 in that. What was told? Asya sarvasya jagataha, of this entire creation, yat, whatever that is Atma. Atma, the essence, the very basis of the entire creation, whatever that is there, the Chaitanya Tattva Adhishthana for entire Jagat, whatever that was told as Atma, Atma itteva upasita was told, tadetad, that Atma is what? Padaniyam syat. Padaniyam syat, prapaniyam syat, is something that is fit to be gained, fit to be accomplished, fit to be discovered, means fit to be known. So, that Atma is something that which is fit to be known. Iti, so is Vakyasya Yojana. Vakyasya Yojana means actually arrangement of this Vakya means Anvaya. Arrangement of this Vakya. Which Vakya? Shruti Vakya. Tadetat padaniyam asya sarvasya yadayam Atma. So, whatever that is the Atma, the basis, the essence of entire Jagat, so that is what padaniyam is, something to fit to be discovered. That is what is said. Now, that word padaniya, what does it convey? Let us see. The meaning is given. Padaniyeti shabdena pramatum yogyatochyate. Ajñātattvāt pumarthattvāt pramatum yogyatātmanaha. First line as it is. Padaniya iti shabdena pramatum yogyata uchyate. Ajñātattvāt pumarthattvāt atmanaha pramatum yogyata add bhavati or yogyata asti or bhavati. Ajñātattvāt pumarthattvāt atmanaha pramatum yogyata asti or bhavati. Padaniya iti shabdena. The word padaniya in Shruti, what is conveyed by that? By that, pramatum yogyata uchyate. Yogyata, the status of being fit, the suitability for what? Pramatum, to gain the knowledge. Means it conveys that this is something which is fit to be known. Why? See, what is prama? What is prama? Knowledge. Then prameya, thing to be known. And you gain the knowledge of a thing to be known by the means of pramana, the means of knowledge. The question is now, what exactly is meant by pramana, the means of knowledge? There is a definition. So, pramana is fine. Does anyone know? And remember? Anadhigata, abadhita, prayojanavat, pramajanakam, pramanam. Pramajanakam, pramanam. That which produces the prama, the knowledge, is the means of knowledge, pramana. Huh? But what type of knowledge? About something which is anadhigatam. Adhigatam means known. Na adhigatam is anadhigatam, not known. Always we gain the knowledge of something which is not known earlier. There is no question of gaining the knowledge of something already known. So anadhigatam, it is something which is not known earlier. At the same time, that knowledge must be what? Abadhitam. Knowledge which doesn't get negated afterwards. Suppose you saw a snake there, and afterwards it turned out to be a rope. It is not knowledge. Why? Badha. That knowledge that it is a snake got negated afterward. So abadhitam, which is not negated by any other means of knowledge. Okay. This itself is not sufficient. At the same time, that knowledge must be prayojanavat. It should be useful. Because useless thing, there is no point in gaining the knowledge. It may be useless for others, at least the person who wants to gain the knowledge, it should be useful. So therefore, prayojanavat. That is something which is useful, which serves the purpose. Such prama, knowledge, is produced by what? That is what is called pramana. So, in the definition of pramana, what is there? That prayojana is there. Prayojana for what? Prama, the usefulness of the prama, the knowledge that is there. So therefore, if something deserves to be known, it should necessarily be useful. If it is not useful, there is no point in gaining the knowledge of that particular thing, because any knowledge we gain for what? Depending on what purpose it will serve in future or at any time as such. So therefore, so that we say now padaniyeti shabdena, by the word that padaniya, something fit to be accomplished, known or discovered, pramatum yogyata uchyate. So it shows that this is something which is fit to be known. Now you may wonder how this padaniya shabda conveys this. How the padaniya shows that it is fit to be known. So that means, what should be there? See, we have seen for this. For prama, in knowledge to gain, pramana we have to make use. And pramana is the one which gives us the knowledge of something that is unknown. So if Atma is unknown, fit to be known or not? One criteria. If the knowledge of Atma is prayojanavat, means it is something useful. Again, it has got the status of being known. Again, we may say, but that knowledge may be invalidated. No, because why? Shruti pramana, Vedanta pramana is the highest pramana. No other pramana can refute the knowledge, or that is invalidate the knowledge gained by Shruti. So that aspect is not taken here. Now here it is justified. Knowledge of Atma is fit to be gained because it is not known, ajnata, and also Purushartha gets served. Purushartha is accomplished. Therefore, it is padaniyami, it is fit to be known, it has got the status of being the prama and pramatum yogya. Second line says that is padaniyeti shabdena pramatum yogyata uchyate. The word padaniya shows that it is pramatum yogya, thing that is fit to be known. How? The reasons are given in the second line. Ajñātattvāt pumarthattvāt atmanaha pramatum yogyata. Number one, it is ajñāta. Knowledge of Atma is not there. Atma is something that is unknown. Yes or no? We don't know what Atma is. Ajñāta. Therefore, one reason is that it is fit to be known. But you may say it may be useless. No. Pumarthatvat. Pumarthatvat means Purusharthatvat. It is something which accomplishes the highest Purushartha, that is moksha. So therefore, Atmanaha, for Atma means in the case of Atma, pramatum yogyata. Pramatum yogyata, the fitness to know means jnanasya yogyata. There is that yogyata, fitness, that it should be known. Jnanasya yogyata bhavati or asti is there. The question is now, how it has got that ajñātatva? Now see, two reasons are given why the knowledge of Atma has got the validity to be known, the fitness to be known. One, it is ajñāta, Atma is ajñāta. and knowledge of Atma gives us the Pumartha Purushartha. These two are there. Now how is it so? Stanza 191 proves that Atma is Ajnata and therefore it is Jneya, fit to be known. 192 proves that it is something fit for to be as a Purushartha. Therefore, the knowledge of Atma is something fit to be gained. Now, be little alert and listen attentively because this 191 stanza is little tough. Okay? So you have to know the import, you have to little scratch the head. Then only you will be able to know it. So little attentively you hear. Avyakritau vyakritayórajñānātmakatā ata atmātirekena nājñātārthosti kaścana. Yataha, add Atmanaha. Yataha, add Atmanaha. Avyakrita vyakritayōho ajñānātmakatā, add Bhavati. Avyakrita vyakritayōho ajñānātmakatā bhavati. Then Ataha. That Ata, that visarga is dropped by sandhi because of a vowel following afterwards. Ataha atmātirekena kaścana ajñātārthaha kaścana ajñātārthaha na asti. Kaścana ajñātārthaha na asti. Yataha, yasmat, because of this reason. Because of what reason? Atmanaha, here Atmanaha, fifth case, on account of Atma. Just I will give the literal meaning, then we will see what it is. Because on account of Atma, these two things, for what are those? Avyakrita vyakritayoho. This is sixth case dual of avyakrita and vyakrita. What is avyakrita? The unmanifest we can take as ignorance or unmanifest condition. Vyakrita, manifest, the creation, the product of ignorance. So, of these two, in the sense, you have to take fourth case for these two. Vibhaktis are used in the different sense also. Of these two means for these two. For what two? Avyakrita, that is unmanifest or ajnana, and vyakrita, the karya, the vyakta, the vyakrita effect, the jagat, the product of ajnana. For these two, there is this status. What is there? Ajnanatmakata bhavati. Ajnanatmakata means, atmakata here, rupata means the status of their being unknown. Now take this way. Both Vyakrita and Avyakrita, ignorance and its manifestation product, have the statuses of being unknown on account of Atma. We have to find out how it is so. I think at least this much you understood. How we will see afterwards. Both Vyakrita, Ajnana, or that is the unmanifest, and its product, Karya, effect, the Jagat, Vyakta, Jagat, or the product of ignorance, both have the statuses of being Ajnata, something which is unknown, on account of whom? Atma. Atmanaha means on account of Atma. How is it? First let us know, both Avyakrita and Vyakrita, ignorance, its product, or unmanifest condition or manifest condition of the Jagat, both by themselves are inert in nature. Accepted? True? Jada. Both of them are Jada. Now, The question is, what is the ashraya basis for these two? Now, two keep in mind. Avyakruta and Vyakruta, unmanifest and manifest, or in other term, ignorance and its effect, manifestation, karya. For these two, what is the ashraya? Ashraya means a locus because of which it has got the existence. Can you point out because of what? Now we can use the word Avyakruta and Vyakruta only. Because of what Avyakruta and Vyakruta exist. What is the ashraya for them? For example, I will ask you, what is the ashraya for this microphone? Existence. How do you say microphone is? Here is the microphone. What is the ashraya for that? When you can say, you see the microphone. You see, therefore it is there. If you had not seen, no, you can't say it is there. Maybe somebody else, but you can't say it is there. So therefore, you have seen, means you have perceived the microphone. How you perceive, you know it. Eyes, then antakarana vritti being illumined by Chidabhasa on account of Chaitanya. Means, if that Chaitanya were not there, you will not be able to see the microphone and you can't say it. So existence to this microphone is lent by who? Tameva bhantam anubhati sarva. You know, that is what it is. So the lent by who? Chaitanya. In the sense, finally if Chaitanya were not there, you can't say this microphone is. Agreed? So that means, now we have to find out what is the ashraya, the locus for both Avyakruta and Vyakruta, Ajnana or its effect, which are both inert in nature. What are the possibilities? Two possibilities are there. One, Atma being the ashraya locus is there. Second, the very jada, inert something, whether Vyakruta or Avyakruta. Let us keep Atma aside now. Can this jada, Vyakruta or Avyakruta, can be the ashraya locus for the same jada, Vyakruta, Avyakruta? What does it mean? An inert thing is the basis for the existence of some other inert thing. Why not possible? Inert thing cannot know the existence of this thing, and therefore you can't say it is. So that is ruled out. An inert thing being the basis, locus, ashraya for an inert thing is ruled out. Now the question is, can Avyakruta and Vyakruta, can they be the Vishaya, object to be known by some other inert thing? No. Inert cannot know inert. Otherwise what will happen? All inert will know themselves and also others mutually, which is not the case. So therefore, ignorance, jada, that is the jada ajnana, being the very basis to give the existence for, that is what jada is not possible. Jada thing knowing itself also is not possible. So therefore, what will be the ashraya now? Should be the ashraya of what? It should be Atma only. And therefore, the object of ignorance should be Atma or Vyakruta or Vyakruta. Other way around. See, inert Vyakruta or Avyakruta cannot be the locus ashraya for Ajnana, which is inert. Okay? Now take Ajnana only. Again, inert Vyakruta, Avyakruta cannot be the Vishaya, the object of inert Ajnana. Ruled out? Now, why we know Vyakruta, Vyakruta will be seen afterward. The question is, that is, Ajnana cannot have the basis of Vyakruta, Avyakruta. Ajnana cannot have Vishaya of Vyakrita, Avyakrita. Now, can Atma be the basis for Ajnana and the Vishaya for Ajnana? Can Ajnana, that means Atma, is the basis for Ajnana and the Vishaya of Ajnana? No. You know Atma? Don't know. You know it or not? That's why you have come here. Why otherwise why you will come here? You know that you don't know. How do you know? Chaitanya Atma. I don't know Atma is on account of what? Chaitanya only. So therefore, the existence of this ignorance that I don't know Atma is what? Chaitanya Rupa Atma. And therefore, thing to be known is what? Atma. Thing to be known is what? Atma, which I don't know, Vishaya or not. That's all. Now, your question may be, oh, we also know Vyakrita, Vyakrita. Is it not? So, ignorance. In sleep, I didn't know anything. Now, I know I am able to perceive the word. So, that also is known. But that is known. Do you know why? Because those Vyakrita and Avyakrita abide in Atma. They are known on account of who? Atma. But that Vyakrita, Avyakrita, manifest, unmanifest, cannot know on their own, nor can they have existence on account of their own thing, means because of themselves they can't have the existence. So, Atma is the one which gives the existence and therefore locus ashraya for the entire Avyakrita and Vyakrita Jagat, including the Ajnana. Atma is the Vishaya of Ajnana, thing to be known. So therefore, what does it mean? Ataha, therefore, Atmatirekena kaschana ajnataha arthaha na asti. So other than Atma, there is no other ajnataha arthaha. Ajnataha artha means a thing characterized by ajnana. Not an unknown thing, not that way. A thing characterized by ajnana means a thing which is the Vishaya, object of ajnana, other than Atma, it is not there. So why? An inner thing by itself cannot be so. There is, you may say, there are many inner things. Why entire Jagat is inert and we gain the knowledge of that? That is on account of who? Atma. Truly speaking, the status of being something unknown is for whom? Atma only. The Vishaya of Ajnana is Atma. The basis of Ajnana also is Atma, Chaitanya, without which that nothing can be known. Therefore, Vyakrita, Avyakrita also are known on account of Atma. So this shows that is Atma is something which is Ajnata, something that is not known. And one of the condition for something to be known is that it should be unknown earlier. So anadhigata, that is purna. Then is there prayojana, any utility that can be served on account of gaining the knowledge? So yes, that is what is now being told. Jneyarthanandayoryasmat samapte pratyagatmani Parama purusharthota atma bhavati netaraha. Yasmat jneyarthanandayoho samaptihi pratyagatmani bhavati. Samaptihi pratyagatmani bhavati. Ataha atma paramaha purusharthaha. Ataha atma paramaha purusharthaha bhavati itaraha na. Itaraha na. Yasmat, because of the reason, what is that? Jneyarthanadayoho samapti. Samapti, the completion, the perfection, the final, the accomplishment of these two things. Jneyartha and Ananda. Jneyartha means a thing fit to be known. And Ananda, that is, and of Ananda, happiness. The perfection, you can't say now it is not there, next moment it can come. There is no possibility, neither sorrow nor any possibility of sorrow coming there. And what is discovered is Paramananda. Then what you can say? Nothing further needs to be known. When this is possible, only Atma Swarupa is gained. So therefore, it says, so the final, the completion, perfection of Jneyartha, a thing fit to be known, and Ananda, because it is possible where is found where in only Pratyagatma. Ataha, therefore, Atma Paramaha Purusharthaha. Atma is the highest accomplishment. Bhavati, it becomes so, Atma is so. Itaraha na. Anything other than Atma cannot fulfill this condition of becoming the highest thing to be known, which gives the highest reward of Paramananda, totally free from sorrow. So therefore, Atma, knowing Atma gives the highest Purushartha, necessarily it should have the status of being the Prama. It is fit to have the status of being Prama, because that is what the purpose we seek. So that being the case, the Ajñātatva and this Pumarthatva of Atma being proved, it is something which is Pramatum Yogyam Padaniyam. That is proof. Now, see, sir, you have taken for granted that Atma, Pumartha, the final of Ananda, is in Pratyagatma. You are not shown us. That has to be shown. For that he is now introducing this way. Atma is something fit to be known, already shown, and of course that it is something which gives the highest Ananda, that will be shown afterwards. So for this, that anena hi etat sarvam veda, the meaning of his Shruti is now being given. Anena, that is, tadetat padaniyam asya sarvasya edayam atma anena hi etat sarvam veda. So the meaning of this Shruti portion is being given. Ajñātatvam pura proktam avyakrita gira yatha niyarthasya samaptim tam vaktyaneneti vakyataha. See that anena hi etat sarvam veda, the forthcoming passage of the same Shruti. Anena means by Atma Jnana, indeed well known. Etat sarvam veda, one knows entire Jagat. So this is now explained like this. Take Anvaya. Yatha pura avyakrita gira. Avyakrita, this word you put in inverted comma. Yatha pura avyakrita gira. Gira ajñātatvam proktam. Ajñātatvam proktam. Add tatha. Anena. See, vakti anena iti. Three words are there. Take that anena and put that anena in inverted comma. anena, inverted comma, iti vakyatah tam neyarthasya samaptim vakti. Tam neyarthasya samaptim vakti. See what was told in 192, final completion, perfection of knowing anything and gaining ananda is possible where? Only in Atma. How is it there? How is it told? Ajnata was proved where? In the 191. The final of that knowledge in Atma was not told. That is now being pointed out. First he says, where that Atma is unknown was told, and now here how that is, it is the final of knowledge in Atma, both things are told here. Yatha, just as Pura. Pura means at the very beginning of this Brihadaranyaka mantra 147. I think better you keep that 147 written on a piece of paper, separate, don't write somewhere. And as you proceed, you take with that. Yes, it is useful, right? You can say. Means, otherwise what you will get the bits of these phrases from that. Means, at every juncture you know which phrase is being, that is explained, but as a whole, it will be with you as such, so like that. So, now Pura means at the beginning of this particular mantra 147, it was like this. I can just remind you, in the book note only this much is given. Avyakritam asit. It is like this. Tadha idam tarhi avyakritam asit. Tan nama rupabhyam eva vyakriyate. Now you may remember, this was discussed for a length of time. So, tadha idam tarhi, word by word he has explained that. Avyakritam asit tan nama rupabhyam eva vyakriyate. That avyakrita gira, by that word avyakrita, earlier in the same mantra, what was told? Ajñātatvam proktam. Atma is something which is not known was told. Fine? Now he says, this statement, which statement? Which is going to come now. Anena hi etat sarvam veda shows Atma Jnana is the completion of all the knowledge. There is nothing remains to be known after knowing Atma. So therefore he says, now, tatha, in the same manner, anena iti. By the phrase anena, what is the anena iti? Anena hi etat sarvam veda. The forthcoming phrase, by this you know everything. So anena hi sarvam etat veda. By this statement, what happens? Vakyataha, by this vakya phrase of the Shruti, what does it convey? Neyatam neyarthasya samaptim bhakti. That is to, what is told? Neyarthasya samapti. Samapti, the completion, the final perfection of a thing to be known means the highest thing to be known is Atma is told where? By this anena hi etat sarvam veda. By this, when you know everything, what else remains to be known? Nothing. You have known everything. You know Atma, everything is known. There nothing remains to be known. Means the final of knowledge is where? In the Atma Jnana proof. Now what remains is, the final of Ananda is in Atma Jnana, in the Atma Jnana. Where is that? It is will be proved afterwards, hints. Anenaitat veda sarvam ityatma jnana matrataha. Sarvajñamuktamananda samaptistu pravakshate. It is Sarvajña, not Sarvajña. Of course, Vabayoho Abheda. That is at Bengal, okay. Author The author of, not author of Anubhuti Prakasha, of this book is from Orissa. Okay, Orissa is nearer to Bengal. Yes, on Oriya, Bengal, influence of Bengali language is there. Anyway, of course, that is not there. He is going with the manuscript and not from his pocket. That is there. So maybe some in some manuscript, or it may be misprint also. So misprint also. Anyway, Sarvadnya. Another thing. Yes, correct. Sarvadnya. That printing is not totally because Nya appears to be independent. It is not so. It is Nyakara. Nyakara Sya Sarvadnyam. It is not Sarvadnya. Sarvadnyasya Bhavaha. Status of being Sarvadnya. So that is what is that? Sarvadnya. Because see, in pronunciation you can't make the difference. Sarvadnya. Nyakara plus what is there is what? Yes. So like Gamya. See, Gama is different, Gamya is different. Sarvadnya without this Sarvadnya is different. Sarvadnya. That Yakara is there. Anvaya. Anena etat sarvam veda. This is the Shruti. Iti Atmadjnana matrataha. Atmadjnana matrataha sarvadnyam uktam ananda samaptistu pravakshati. Now he refers to this Shruti statement, what it conveys. Anena hi etat sarvam veda. Anena etat sarvam. What is sarvam? Anatmajatam anyat yattat sarvam. Whatever that is anatma other than atma, all that. That is what is sarvam. So anena. And what is that anena? Atmana, atma jnanena or atmana jnatena. By knowing atma or by atma jnana anena. Etat sarvam, this entire anatma rupa jagat. So Veda, one knows. Iti, by this statement of this Shruti now, Atma Jnana Matrataha, only on account of Atma Jnana, what is told? Sarvadnyam Uktam means the status of having known everything. If you know Atma, everything else is known. Entire Anatma is known because the basis for entire Anatma Rupa Jagat is Atma. So therefore, what happens now? The Jneyartha Parisamapti is where? In Atma. Now the question is, Ananda Samapti is in Atma, you are not proved, you are not told us. Therefore he says, Ananda Samaptistu, that is, that accomplishment or the completion, the perfection of gaining Ananda in Atma too. Means whereas, means so far it is not told, Pravakshati is going to be told. Where? You can make a note in stanzas 200 to 209. Not immediately, because something else he discusses immediately. So in stanzas 200 to 209, so he is going to prove that in Atma the Anand, final, the perfection of Ananda is there. Before that, a doubt comes. What is that? Let us see. A doubt he raises and answer is given. Anyajnanena nanyasya kvachidastyava buddhata. Atmadjnanena sarvasya jnanam kathamudiryate. Anyajnanena anyasya avabuddhata na. Anyajnanena anyasya avabuddhata na kvachid asti. Na kvachid asti. Add ataha. Atjnanena sarvasya jnanam katham udiryate. Atmadjnanena sarvasya jnanam katham udiryate. Say, doubt is like this. Anyasya jnanena anyasya avabuddhatana. Means, anyasya means, by the knowledge of one thing, the knowledge of other thing is not gained. Anyasya, don't take different. Knowledge of one thing, by gaining the knowledge of a given thing, you don't get the knowledge of something else other than the thing. Now what was told here? See, you know Atma, all Sarvam. What is Sarvam? Entire Anatma Rupa Jagat is known. Now Atma is one thing whose knowledge you are getting, and you are naming that entire Jagat Anatma is known. How is it possible? If this were the case, do you know what would have happened? Studying academic education would have been very easy. All that you do is first learn few alphabets, okay, how to read, okay, and then what you do? Suppose you want to let some anything, so whatever subject is there, but you don't like that nor you understand that. So all that you take, but you like detective novels, okay. So therefore what you do? The latest publication of some novel which you have not read, that means unknown or not. You have not known it. So therefore, bring and read. What will happen? You will know all the subject that you have to appear for the examination. Is it not? So it's not possible. Knowing one thing doesn't give you the knowledge of something well known to everyone. So therefore, the doubt he says, Anyajnanena anyasya avabuddhata. Avabuddhata means knowledge. So, status of being known. Avabuddha means something known. Avabuddhata, status of being known means the knowledge of, by knowledge of one thing, knowledge of other thing, nakvachid means never is it seen. When this is so, it says ataha, therefore, Atmajnanena sarvasya jnanam katham udiryate. How is it said that you know Atma, everything else is known? How is it ever possible? So this is the doubt for which answer is being given. See, for you, it appears very easy when you study Anubhuti Prakasha. Had you taken Brihadaranyaka, you would have made up and down, looked up and down, because there was very difficult to see. All these things are there in that. So he is extracting one by one, and he is making it so easy. Of course, before him, who has done? Sureshwaracharya. No doubt, Bhashyakara has given Bhashya, but Brihadaranyaka Bhashya is very lengthy as such. And of course, there are many things which may not be of that much of relevance, etc. So, Vartikakara has very faithfully elaborated entire Bhashya. He has not left out anything because his purpose itself, because the Bhashya is terse, and therefore he has elaborated in this thing. But that itself is still bigger. So again, Vidyaranya Muni composed Vartika Sara. Essence means all Vartikas he condensed in a Vartika Sara. Six chapters of Brihadaranyaka. So what actually even Vartika Sara is further elaborate. Further things, only the things that are minimum required without making the things complicated, he has brought it here. So it appears to be very easy. I hope it is easy, okay? See, genius as a teacher of a teacher, Vidyaranya can be seen where in this Anubhuti Prakasha and the text like given of real. Panchadashi to an extent, Panchadashi also, but it stirs. But here it is very simple as such, it can be seen. What is the doubt now? See, look, by knowing one thing, other thing is not known. And you claim that by knowing Atma, everything Anatma is known. How is it possible? He says, your statement is true provided Atma and Anatma are two totally distinct things. He says, no Viveki will ever say that Atma and Anatma are two totally distinct things. See, means no sane person will make a statement that Atma and Anatma are totally two distinct things. Means what? Who will make it? He is answering that way only. Only insane fellow will tell that what? Insane means not mad as such. One who has no basis in the Shastra. That's all. We are talking the Shastra. One who doesn't know any head or tail of Shastra only will say Atma is different and Anatma is different. The one who has got one little means inkling in Shastra will never say that Atma and Anatma are separate. Because Atma and Anatma are not totally distinct things. Not that Atma itself is Anatma, but without Atma, Anatma has no existence. It's like Rajju, Sarpa. So therefore this is possible. Satyamevam bhavede tad yadyatmapyanya ishyate. Atma savanya iti cha nanun mattasya giriyam. एतद एवं सत्यम भवेत्. एतद एवं सत्यम भवेत् यदि आत्मा अपि अन्यः. यदि आत्मा अपि then add अनात्मनः अन्यः इष्यते. यदि आत्मा अपि then add anatmanah, continue anyaha ishyate. Then second line, asau atma anyaha iti iyam gihi. Iti iyam gihi anunmattasya nacha. Anunmattasya nacha. Etad evam satyam bhave. Sir, what you have said will be true. What he said, Purvapaksha said. How, the knowledge of one thing doesn't give the knowledge of other thing. How do you say by knowing Atma everything else is known? This is wrong. Your statement can hold good provided yadi, in case Atma api. Atma also is what? Anatmanaha anyaha ishyate. Ishyate means angikriyate, accepted. If Atma is accepted to be totally distinct from Anatma without being any connection whatsoever, if that is true, then what you have said is true. What is that? How is it possible? By knowing Atma, knowledge of Anatma is possible. Then yes, Atma is totally distinct from what? Anatma. You say, only a mad fellow can say this. This is it. Asau Atma, this Atma, Anyaha means different. Different from whom? Anatma. Iti, iyam gihi. This gihi is statement. Vakya, vachana. This statement, anunmattasya nacha. You know who is unmattaha? Unmatta is a mad person. Na unmattaha is not mad. Means unmattaha is an insane person, anunmattaha sane person. Means such a statement will not come from a sane person. Means a sane person will never say that Atma is totally distinct from Anatma. Means what? Atma and Anatma are one and the same. Maybe one is Satya, other is Mithya. One is true, other is false. But that so-called Anatma can never be distinct from Atma. Just that delusive snake snake seen by a deluded person is never different from its base is the rope. In that way you have to take. Not that Atma is different and Anatma is different and they are identical, not that way. Anatma, though appears to be totally distinct from who? Atma, it has no existence. In reality, what is there only? Atma. Just as the snake and rope are really, speaking, they are different. They can never be one and the same. But in this case, where the rope is mistaken for a snake, that snake is nothing but the rope. That way, here entire Anatma Rupa Jagat is something which is falsely projected or attributed to who? Atma. Truly what is there is only Atma only. From that standpoint you have to say both are one and the same. These two different things, these are two different things can be said by only a Unmatta. Insane means one who has no basis in the Shastras may say so, but not the person who knows even a little bit of Shastra. So that now further he says that through that is by knowing Atma, entire Jagat can be known, will be further explained with the forthcoming Shruti phrase. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Madhyena Mahim Mahesha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Kare Varshatu Pajanya Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shobharahita Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Pasyet Dukkha Bhagavate Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritamgamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamidam